Well, Nintendo Switch Online is about to be celebrating its first year anniversary, and I don't know about you, but I'm not that excited. But I know Nintendo is because all these people who've subscribed to this service to play these NES games, to be able to play games online like Mario Kart and Splatoon 2, they're all going to be shelling out more money. So Nintendo will be raking that in. They're all high-fiving each other. Can't wait for September 18th to roll around again, bring in all this extra revenue, right? Yeah, they're excited. I'm not so much. But when they first announced all this stuff, they did put these up, the NES controllers, the official NES controllers that you can only use to play these games. You can't use it for anything else. They were $60. I bought them, never really used them. Because, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. How many people are really playing these games on the Nintendo Switch? There's a ton of awesomeness here. I just don't play them. I have access to them elsewhere. I mean, a lot of people who play the Switch, I don't know that they really want to jump into this stuff. My kids won't even play these games, unfortunately. It's not really unfortunate. They've played them on the original NES. They've played them on the NES Classic, and they do enjoy these games. But they don't think about them with the Nintendo Switch. But now, Nintendo, not surprising anyone, is going to be coming out with Super Nintendo games on the Nintendo Switch. And along with that, why the hell not? Another controller, an official SNES controller for the Switch. Now, this filing with the FCC is fairly recent, and it kind of makes things really seem like there's going to be an announcement pretty soon, especially with the first year being up, celebrating that anniversary. Let's have something else to entice people to spend their money. Let's give them some Super Nintendo games that they might not even bother playing. We'll get all this stuff, awesome games. Don't get it twisted. I love the NES. I love the Super Nintendo. We will get the awesome Super Mario World. We will get Star Fox. We most likely will get Earthbound. We might get some good third-party stuff. We might get a Final Fantasy 3. We might get some of the stuff we saw in the SNES Classic Edition and a few things outside of that. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see things like Evo Search for Eden, maybe some SimCity action or something, some Sim Earth. I don't know, just some off-the-wall things would be kind of neat to see, but will we play them? I don't know. I probably won't. I'm not going to lie. When I play my Nintendo Switch, I want to play other things. I know Virtual Console is really important to a lot of people, but this just seems like another thing, like, how do we get more money? It's the first year. Let's sell some more controllers for $60 that you can't use for shit else. We have other options. We've used the 8-bit though controllers, which are amazing. I wouldn't even use these. I just left them in the box pretty much. I've taken them out a couple times just to check them out, and when I did my video, but I would just use an 8-bit though solution. I would just use the G-Bro adapter and plug in an NES Classic Edition controller, or Super Nintendo Classic Edition controller, and use those wirelessly. It was just kind of convenient for me. It was like, whatever. So there's plenty of different options out there. People will still buy this, and you might be like, well, how do we know this is for sure? I mean, just look at the thing. It's just the back of the controller. But you see on the top, let me blow this bitch up. We have the little grooves to slide it on, where the Joy-Cons go to charge this thing up. And then we do have what is used for all the model numbers for Nintendo Switch accessories. Model HAC. HAC is used for everything. 042 for this one. I believe, I'm not going to open this up right now, but I believe these were HAC 034. I could be wrong. I looked at them earlier, but it is the same, series model number, HAC. So we know for sure that's what it is. It's Super Nintendo games on the Nintendo Switch. And it's like, we've been paying for this. I paid the $35 for the family membership. It's only $20 a year if you just have one account, but I do have children's in my house. I mean, they're my children, so, they should be in my house, but they love playing, Nintendo Switch Online stuff, some Splatoon, some Fork Knife, and, whatever else the hell they play. I mean, they're not playing anything crazy, but you know what I'm saying. They're playing some online stuff. They're using some of the features that we're forced to pay for that we never had to pay for before. Right? It's kind of one of those things where it's like, man, I have a PS4, I have an Xbox One, I have a Switch. I don't pay for the online service for all of them. I pay for the PS4 and the Switch because I actually use these devices. The PS4, it's been a while. We had we've been paying for this stuff for a long while now. And we've been given access to games that you don't own, that you get to download for free, which is kind of neat. But you get like current gen stuff that might be like a year old, maybe a little older, but you're getting newer stuff. Same thing with the Xbox. I haven't paid for that in a while because we haven't really used it much. But the Nintendo Switch, with the price being cheaper, it was kind of an easier pill for me to swallow, to just say fuck it and just pay the money, and just not think about it. But it was like when you did that, and it was like nothing really changed. Nothing was really, there was nothing to show appreciation for loyalty is what I'm trying to spit out of my mouth. Can't speak tonight, man. I'm flustered by this. So emotional right now. Jeez, $35. I'm gonna have to pay this in a month. Oh my God. I mean, it's not that much money, but it's still like you pay it and it doesn't feel like you're getting anything special. The other systems, I feel like there was some more value there. With the Super Nintendo games being added to this, and the current list of NES games, it's not that exciting to me. We got some cool stuff on the NES. Vice Project Doom is one I highly recommend you play. It's one of those like really awesome hidden gems that I don't think too many people have talked about. I discovered it on like a Chinese bootleg multi-cart type thing. It was like, holy crap. If I would have known about this game when I was a wee little kid, a wee little pixel, I would have shizzed my pants in excitement for how awesome this game is. So they've put some cool stuff. Most of these games are awesome. I just don't play them. I don't think too many people do. It just doesn't seem like that much value, in my opinion, for the money that we're paying for this thing. The features we're getting, online gameplay, we already had that. Cool. NES Switch Online games, I don't care. I mean, I have so much access to NES games, the NES Classic. You have the Super Nintendo Classic. We know the N64 Classic Edition is going to wind up coming out. I think they're just trying to figure out the best way and the cheapest way to produce controllers, because they know there's going to be some 4-player goodness on there, and they're only going to bundle it with one controller, which has to do with logistics, having that bundle ready to go for you to play, and then for you to make additional purchases. Probably be like $30 a controller, maybe 20. And they know, okay, we're going to sell this damn thing for $100. Guaranteed, it's going to be $100. $100 for the N64 Classic Edition, $20 to $30 for additional controllers. They got you for a couple $100. And people I know they're already going to say it's not happening. They're not going to release an N64 Classic Edition. They can't emulate N64 games very well. Well, they did on the Nintendo Wii, and there was 21 games released on the Wii of Nintendo 64 games. So I'm pretty damn sure those are the same exact games we'll get on this thing, and people will be fine with it. And then we'll hack it and add some other things, maybe some more Nintendo 64 games that run well, some that don't. I don't freaking know. It's who knows for sure. But with the Switch Online service, with Super Nintendo being added, with them throwing out an extra set of controllers for us to spend money on, it's just celebration of anniversaries to get more money out of us. And there's going to be a lot of people who just sucker up and do it. I might not, but I just feel like I need more from Nintendo Switch Online. I need to feel like the money that I'm spending is worth it, because I mean, okay, we get special offers. The special offers are really nothing. It's just to spend more money. Switch game vouchers. Wow, you spend $100, you get a tiny ass discount on some digital games. Big deal. You can download Tetris 99. Awesome. Great. Awesome game. So many people love it. You could buy NES controllers and soon to be Super Nintendo controllers. The special offers are essentially to spend more money. That's all it is. And I'm just like, man, can you give me more? It's crap, but like, what was the games that came out originally? Like Snipper Clips, 1-2 Switch. What else? I mean, there's probably a handful of other games. Why not just say, hey, you have Nintendo Switch Online, boom, you get the digital download of this game, and it's active as long as you have Switch Online. Do the same thing like PlayStation does. You don't have a big enough library of games that you're not pulling in revenue from, but maybe There's some third parties that you can entice by however like PlayStation does it. I mean, those companies are getting paid for those free games. I'm sure they're getting a little piece of that fee that you pay for your online account. Nintendo could do the same thing, get some other developers to put their games up for download on those things, for a monthly, or who knows, maybe every 3 months. I don't know. Nintendo, either they would go all in or just not bother. And so far they haven't bothered, but I think it would be cool. I don't want to play 1-2 Switch. Snipper Clips is cool, but I mean, that's a start, right? That's where they really should be going with this. I'm not that excited about the SNES games. When they come out, maybe we'll get surprised with some off the wall stuff. Maybe not. Chances are probably not. I mean, get those. I think I was trying to get to this point earlier and I lost my train of thought. Maybe get some Nintendo 64 games up on there. Some GameCube games. Why the hell's not? Get us some cool stuff. Get some Virtual Boy up on this bitch. Get us some Game Boy games, some Game Boy Advance. Just make it a whole big virtual console of stuff. I don't know, man. But give us a little more variety, because it's like, is every year we're gonna take one little step, get a handful of classic games that we can't purchase and keep on our system. I mean, it is what it is. I guess that's my rant for today. I was just kind of thinking about this, like, man, this is really just a gimmick. The Super Nintendo controller coming out and the SNES games coming out, just a gimmick to make more money, which their business. I don't knock them for that. It's kind of smart in a sense, but it's just, I kind of want a little more. I paid for my account and it just felt like nothing changed. Got nothing out of it. And that's how I feel. Let me know. Are you excited for the Super Nintendo games? Hey, I read all the comments. You guys know that. Really do appreciate it. I got to get some rest, guys, man. It was a rough day today. Rough day. But hey, I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. With that said, I will catch y'all next time. Peace out, bubble ice, and boom. Boy.